Alright, what is up guys, it's Josh back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be actually highlighting 5 beginner mistakes that people make when they first start getting into working out and going to the gym. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty simplistic video. I'm going to be going over 5 different points, talking about it a bit. But if you do enjoy this different type of content that I'm actually posting on the channel, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Give me some video ideas down below that you want to see in the channel in the future. Hope you guys do enjoy though, and let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be talking about is something that I touched up on my actual 1-year working out video, and that's going to be the biggest mistake that I find people make, which is actually not eating enough. So you probably heard a lot of people talk about this. You got to eat a lot, you got to meet your caloric intake, and I talked about this in my 1-year video. All you're going to do, just do it right now. Go online, look up caloric intake calculator. It will take into account your gender, your age, your activity level, how frequently you're working out, and there's even some apps that you can use in order to actually achieve these eating goals, where you enter in different workouts, what exercise you're doing, and I'll give you a brief rundown how many calories you're burning and how much you're actually going to want to eat in order to supplement your body to maintain your body fat percentage but actually put on extra muscle. Nutrition is the #1 thing when you do start out of the gym, so make sure that you are eating enough to actually meet this goal. And there are a ton of apps that actually exist nowadays that allow you to document this and actually keep track of it, so you can easily follow along with it and meet these goals. This is something that I initially struggled with because I didn't have a massive appetite before, but trust me, as you start working out, it'll become a lot easier to start eating a lot because you're just become hungrier and hungrier as you're actually pushing your body to its limits. So that's my #1 mistake, which is insufficient nutrition. My #2 mistake, and this is also something that I struggled with, this is kind of a personal list that I've made myself, but this is actually not supplementing whatever you're taking. So for example, if you're new to the gym, you've been doing it for maybe a month or two, and you're already taking something such as creatine, make sure to check out a video if you want to actually check out creatine in depth. I have a video that highlights everything. I'll have the first link in the description, as well as a pop-up in the top right corner of this video. And so for example, creatine, I'm going to use creatine as my example. You want to make sure that whatever you're taking, you do a lot of research before as to what's required to actually maintain it and maximize its effectiveness. Because for creatine, for example, you need 4 to 5 liters of water a day, which is, I believe, 2 gallons. I'm from Canada, so we don't measure things in gallons. And this is something I struggled with initially. I started taking creatine about 4 or 5 months into working out, and I didn't realize what I actually needed to do in order to maintain its effectiveness over time. And I wasn't drinking enough water, so I really wish that I was drinking that 4 to 5 liters of water to actually maximize its efficiency, so I'd actually achieve the maximum results within that initial span of time while I was putting on noob gains. My #3 mistake that I'm going to be highlighting, and this is something that I find crazy nowadays, just with the presence of TikTok and YouTube influencers like me, is not following a workout plan that necessarily works for you. What I mean by this is there are a lot of online workout plans that people can access for free, and while it might be great that all your resources are in one place and you can follow along with this and it's very linear and it's already created for you, it's not exactly effective and designed to who you are personally. So for example, you could be following along with some sort of push-pull leg split that someone has created online. You find it through a TikTok. Let's say you're doing 6 or 7 exercises. That's a lot. Let's say you're following 6 or 7 exercises for a chest day. You find that kind of only 3 or 4 are actually providing results for you. And the mistake that people make is they're carelessly, pretty much uselessly, doing those extra 2 or 3 exercises that aren't providing them any gains, which makes no sense. So what I would suggest, if this sounds like something that you're dealing with currently, try to find alternative exercises that you feel would be a lot better. You can experiment. I try to experiment every now and again with new exercises for different muscle groups, whether it's an upper chest exercise or a rear delt exercise. I try to see if it's more effective than the exercise that I'm doing now as I discover things. So something that I would recommend is, as you're going along your way, don't be scared to substitute exercises in for things that you aren't finding providing the maximum results for your actual desired muscle group for that exercise. And there's nothing wrong with following something else that someone else has created. Just try to make it more personally tailored for you by substituting exercises in that you find effective. My 4th mistake, and this is a massive thing, is just an overall fear or sense of anxiety when it comes to the gym. What I mean by this is I find a lot of people that are new to the gym find it extremely intimidating to go to talk to someone asking if they, can use a machine or how many sets they have left. And this is just a big overall mistake in terms of it hinders the amount of time that you're going to be in the gym. So you're going to be in the gym for an extra 20 minutes. If someone doesn't know that you're waiting for the machine and they take a bit slower to complete their sets, for example. So it's just something that people struggle with, and I promise you, once you have your first gym interaction with someone and you realize that it's not as bad as it could be or as you visualize it to be, it will be completely different. Your outlook will be completely different on everything. Just go to your way, talk to people, ask people how many sets they have left if you want to use a machine, and trust me, you don't want to be stuck with a random attachment just because you're scared to ask the guy next to you how many sets he has left with the rope attachment so you can do your tricep push down. So instead you're using some big random bar. But yeah, just an overall sense, just try to conquer that fear that a lot of people experience when they start going to the gym. My fifth mistake, which actually ties into what I talked about earlier about workout plans and looking for things yourself, is actually not doing proper research as well as not looking for ways to improve. A perfect example of not looking for ways to improve would be what I talked about, doing different exercises and looking for alternatives for your workout plans. And not doing your research can actually tie into not looking into the supplement that you're taking enough or something along the lines of that. So pretty much this mistake is just a recap of what I talked about previously by giving examples of it, but didn't really talk about it specifically. And then a little bonus mistake that I'm going to be highlighting is, trust me, you don't want to be the person that doesn't document their progress, because you're going to look back in 6 months after going to the gym and you're going to see that you don't have those initial pictures. Trust me, when you start going to the gym, take a couple pictures so you can look back. It'll make you feel so much better about yourself, and it'll just increase your confidence when you get to month 6 or month 7, month 8, and so on. So that's gonna wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed the new type of content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Give me some video feedback down below, as well as what do you want to see on the channel in the future as I'm making new fitness content. Hope you guys enjoy. I will see you guys in a future video on the channel. We got some uploads coming up in the next week. I'm also posting shorts pretty frequently, about 2 to 3 times a day, mini tutorials about how you can get into the gym, do different exercises, all that stuff, as well as some different pieces of content in that aspect. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in a future video on the channel. Peace out.